And it's 10 o'clock in the morning on the 11th of April 2014. Had a lovely day yesterday. We're spending a lot of time working on my new website. It's one of those great days where I didn't actually do any readings and I felt great for it. I'm having another one today. I'm back on the readings full time tomorrow. Today I'm looking at the sky and I'm thinking, yeah, okay, Grand Cross and Sun opposite Mars and the coming eclipse and yeah, okay, what else? Oh, look at Venus. Now, I'm not a fan of Venus. Venus isn't particularly strong in my chart. I don't notice Venus by transit, and I don't consider Venus to be a heavy hitter. However, there is an element of subtlety and charm around Venus, and never more so than A, when it is in Pisces, where it is now, and B, when it is conjunct its big brother stroke sister, Neptune, as it is now. I looked at the chart this morning, an hour or so ago, and I thought, oh yeah, Venus is on top of Neptune, and Venus will be conjunct Neptune for the next day, for the next 24 hours. So Venus and Neptune, they're kind of very similar. Venus is about appreciation and enjoyment and what turns you on and what makes you feel good. What is of value and worth to you, whether it is money or sex or power, whether it is food, whether it is appreciation, subtlety, aestheticism, dignity, sophistication, whatever makes you as an individual feel good is determined by your Venus. So look at the sign and house of your Venus and you'll find your particular attributes towards what it is that you find of value and worth. And of course, Neptune is all about, on the negative side, it's all about illusion and deception and gullibility and confusion and addiction. But it also governs things like photography and film and dance and music and art. And on the positive side, it rules things like intuition, imagination, spontaneity, creativity, spirituality. So when Venus and Neptune are together, you've got the lower octave of Venus saying, well, this is what I want. And the higher octave of Neptune going, yes, and this is the reasons why I want it. There is a danger with Venus, Neptune, and of course that is of it all being far too nice. And of course, being in Pisces, a gentle, sensitive, intuitive water sign, a conjunction of Venus and Neptune could actually lead to individuals, especially those being affected by Neptune this year, becoming temporarily a lot more sensitive to other people's problems and thus, he says cruelly, a lot more gullible. So for those of you that are getting caught up in other people's sob stories, other people's issues, crises, traumas at this time, I advise caution in the next 24 hours and not to find yourself just giving, because that would be a foolish thing to do. Venus conjunct Neptune at the moment makes you feel it makes you empathise with people who are having both a great time and a bad time. And if it's a great time, great, because everyone's happy. And if it's a bad time, then okay, you empathise, you feel for people, but you don't take on their burdens. You can offer to help them, but you don't take on their burdens. Otherwise, you end up being swamped and bogged down, and no one will say thanks, let alone take you with them. The danger of Venus conjunct Neptune is over-empathy, over-sensitivity, over-touchiness. And there will be a lot of people today who are just feeling like they're a walking psychic sponge and that there's sparks coming out of their ears. So there's going to be a degree of sensitivity around, and there's going to be a lot of people who are not so much easily offended in an aggressive way, but easily offended in a sophisticated way. A lot of the things that happen today are not going to be to individual tastes. So don't be surprised if a few people get their noses put out of joint today and their aestheticism and refinement is somewhat offended. It may be somewhat of a coarse day for certain individuals. But the underlying meaning here, Venus conjunct Neptune in watery Pisces, is that of empathy, sensitivity, refinement, subtlety, sophistication. And it's not about quantity, it's about quality. Both Venus and Neptune like to think of themselves as arbiters of the finest quality. So instead of going down the pub tonight and having 8 beers, sit at home and have a glass of 40-year-old scotch or half a bottle of mead. It'll make you feel far less alcohol consumed. It'll be far better for you. It's about subtlety and refinement. With the moon in Virgo now as we speak, and for the next 24 hours, 48 hours, I think we're in a collective phase of just taking a deep breath and recharging just for a couple of days in readiness for the eclipse. So as far as today goes, world, have a gentle day. Be gentle with yourselves. Catch you later. Bye.